All right, so we are now live with the West Coast Clash League Season 2 Grand Finals. Um, and today we have Revivify and Geitjes as our grand finalists, competing for that number one spot. Obviously, in search for that number one prize. So yeah, just waiting on the match to begin. So we're gonna let them know that we're waiting on them for the Clash Royale to begin. Set one is a 3 versus 3 test. All right. Oh, he asked for tolerance. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right. So I guess we'll just give him a few minutes then to log on there. And yeah, so for now we'll just kind of hang out then. We'll just kind of hang out and wait for the match to begin. All right. So in the meanwhile, how about we play some matches while we wait? Let's see. Let me select my deck here. Haven't tried playing Clash Royale on PC yet, so let's see. Let's see how it is with the mouse. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to react this quickly. Like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be harder to place things down as quickly with a mouse. But we'll try it out. We'll just play a couple matches here while we wait. Inferno Dragon and Cannon, as well as Lumberjack. Alright, so he's coming down with that, so we're going to put recruits. Targeted the wrong recruit, but it's fine. I think we should be okay here. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll be fine. Mega Knight's kind of annoying in this matchup. Jumped on tower, but that's okay. Mega Knight's kind of annoying in this matchup, obviously, because it counters our hogs. But knowing that he doesn't have it right now, I'm going to hit him with the hogs and see what he responds with. He logs. I'll cage up for that Electro Wizard. Nice damage there on the left-hand side. Couldn't get his cannon down in time. Now I kind of want to cycle back to my cage for that Mega Knight. Hopefully he won't have the elixir to place it just yet. I'm gonna place a flying machine to target that Inferno Dragon and also push in that left-hand lane. Alright, so he comes in with the Mega Knight once again. Gonna recruits once more. Evil recruits. Alright, so now I'm gonna hogs. And knowing he's gonna probably cannon, I'm gonna drop this as well. And he freezes. Alright, interesting. I'm not gonna do that actually. I'm just gonna heal spear over here. Create more danger for him. Zappy's here in the back. It's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. So, flying machine. Right, cage for his. Yeah, I misclicked that one tile to the right. Bar barrel over here. Recruits, and we should be good to go here. Also zappies to take care of this balloon. He's probably gonna freeze. Yep, yep. I'll just fireball here. And yeah, there we go. GG. So let's see if our match is any closer to being ready now. Not now, please. The river race began. All right. So 106 right now. We're probably going to be waiting probably another 9 minutes or so. Hopefully less. But in the meanwhile, let's see if anyone's playing. Let's just spectate this random guy from my friends list. So yeah, we'll just wait on that match to begin. The grand finals at long last. So how are we doing? How are we doing, chat? Um, talk to me. Talk to me. How are we doing in the chat? Excited for this grand finals? Are we got more Revivify fans here or more Geitjes fans in here? Right. Chat's a little quiet today, so let's see if we're any closer to this match happening. Ten members online. Yep, still waiting, still waiting. Right, yeah, so right now we're still waiting, chat. Still waiting on the match to begin. It'll be underway soon. Let's see what I got in the shop. I'll just do a quick chest opening here. Right? So still no match underway. Still no match underway. Um bear with me here. Bear with me. I'm sure it won't be long. I don't want to start another match because the the game could begin and then I could be in the middle of a match and that would be bad. So that would not be very enjoyable for our viewers. Um I know, first warning. So I'm sure the match will begin. I really don't think that the players would bail on a grand final because a free win grand final would probably be the most whack ending to a league in the history of Clash Leagues. But anyways, still waiting here for the match to start. Um, let's see if there's anyone we can spectate right now. We'll just spectate the match while we wait, so it's not excruciatingly boring to wait. We'll leave it on for whatever it lasts, and then we'll check back with our players. Um, Actually, after the minute 8 seconds is up, I'll check back and see if our grand finals are finally underway. For our viewers, some of you may or may not know this, but we actually have Surgical Goblin on the Geitjes team here. Like the Surgical Goblin is playing for that team. I don't know if he's here today. I would imagine he is if he doesn't have a more important like competition to play. But that's definitely really cool, really exciting to have him. Um, and I mean, I really hope he is here because then we'll get to watch Surgical Goblin in action, right? No, that would be something. We did get to watch him last time in the semifinals, facing off against Francois, and I think he actually won a set for them. For Geitjes, that is not for Francois. Um, he won the set for them, and obviously Geitjes ended up qualifying. So um, there we go. That match is over. So let's see if our grand finals are underway. All right. Sky, you can start match if you want. We start in 5 minutes. I'll spectate you. Um, okay. So the match will start in about 5 minutes. So yeah, we can play a match, or we'll play another match while we wait. So yeah, just play a little bit of ranked, and the match will be underway in around 5 minutes, guys. So just bear with me. We're starting very soon. All right. Okay. Kind of hard to to drop the cards really quickly with a mouse. I'm playing on a touchpad. I'm not playing on an actual like a formal mouse. So it's a little hard to oh crap. I'm gonna cage. Zappy's here. Um yeah. So Clash Royale is out on PC now. Um Yo, can I add you? Yeah, man, feel free to add me. I don't know if you saw about the stream on Twitter or if you saw about the stream on Discord, but either way, you can DM me on either platform, and I'll send you my friend link. That's no problem. Oof. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I was hoping that Musketeer would be in range of the fireball. But that was not the case. So now we took a lot of damage. Very sad. Gonna recruits in the back here, and I'm gonna see what kind of responses he has. He has Wizard, and he has that. So he Wizards there, so I'm gonna Royal Hogs on the right, and I'm gonna Heal Spirit as well. Um, Evil Recruits are gonna charge, and that's gonna be Tower down on the right. So I'm gonna Barrel here to try and get rid of this Musketeer and get more damage in. Another charge from those Evil Recruits, and we're getting some big damage on that King Tower. Gonna cage up. Yep, I knew he was gonna try to giant there. Um, we'll be fine. That barrel shouldn't do too much. Gonna fireball over here. That would have been a lot of damage if I didn't fireball there. So nice fireball there. Um, Wizard's probably gonna counter the push for the most part. So Heal Spirit comes down. That's left hand tower is down. Gonna cage up for this. Zappies and Royal Recruits, and that's game. That's game. Recruits. I ended up dropping my recruits, but there we go. Another match down, another win. League Two, not exactly the most not exactly the most competitive league, right? Let's see if the match is any closer to being underway. So they told me 5 minutes. That was at around. You can start, Sky. All right, all right. So it looks like everyone's here. All right, so grand finals are actually going to be underway like right now. Set 1 is a 3 versus 3 test. Managers send lineups. So let's claim our reward here while they send their lineups. So set 1 is 3 versus 3 tests. Goes by quick. Goes by very, very quick. So that'll be underway in no time. Just waiting on those lineups, and then we get to see that test set, that opening set. Oof. Excuse me. Yeah, that opening set is always important, especially in a situation like this. In a grand final. No, it's not. It's not King of the Hill. It's just Tess. I think. Let me double check. Let me double check the rulebook here. Yeah, correct. Correct. 3v3. 3v3 test King of the Hill. It's a 3v3 test King of the Hill. Alright. Now we got that settled. So we have the lineup from Geitjes here. It's going to be Jordy, IK, Raf, and Brute as sub. Looks like Surgical Goblin isn't playing this first set. I don't know if he's here today. Well, let me check actually. I don't know if he's here for the grand finals. Doesn't look like he is. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. So Surge isn't playing today. Unfortunate, but you know, it's cool that we got to see him at some point in West Coast. So, hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Um, let's have Geitjes request. So we have Geitjes down on bottom. So hello everyone in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Grand finals will be underway right now. Right now. So just waiting on the players to throw up their requests, probably selecting decks, talking to their analysts, seeing who they're matched up against, trying to get the snipe, the counter here. I imagine we're gonna have a tight game today. These are two very good teams. They've made it this far, made it through a grueling group stage, made it through the bracket in the playoffs, and now they're one match away from being champions. So definitely we're gonna see some great clash today. All right, so the requests are coming up. Jordy and IK waiting on their opponents to accept the match and begin the first set. All right. So let's wait for. I want to wait for Raf's set to begin so that we watch the one that started the latest, so that we can check the results after the fact. I'll give him another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'll bore you guys no more. Let's go ahead and spectate IK versus Kamikaze. All right, so we have um, some sort of a minor control deck, I think, from IK, and Kamikaze is playing. I think it's probably going to be Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits with the Evo Recruits, obviously. Though I could be wrong about that. I actually no, it's not. It's not. It's probably. Oh, it is. It might be. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Not 100% sure. But um, he's got the recruits, he's got the hogs, and he's got Inferno Dragon in there. He's got Cage. I think he has Inferno instead of Flying Machine. If you guys saw the deck I was playing earlier, it's a variant of this, but it has a couple differences. Um, it's a very solid deck. It's a deck that I really like to play, but there's certain matchups that don't really favor you. Like really splashy decks are kind of annoying to deal with. With Kamikaze's deck, luckily for him, I think IK only has the Valkyrie as splash, and oh well, obviously the Firecracker. But right here, as you can see, Firecracker is in the other lane, so he goes in with Hogs, but Inferno Tower is going to shut down those Royal Hogs, and not much damage from Kamikaze here. IK looking in a good spot here with his minor control deck. Valkyrie comes down to counter these evil recruits. They absolutely shred through her. Now that those evil recruits lost their shields, they're going to charge, but uh, nothing other than one single charge connection on the left-hand side from that push from Kamikaze. Miner coming down to tank for that Firecracker, going to get caught by those recruits. Valkyrie once more to counter the recruits. Fireball comes down to get rid of that Firecracker, and recruits uh, getting rid of that Valkyrie and those goblins. Push gets countered well there. Miner's going to come down and chip away at that right-hand tower, and IK seemingly in control of this match so far. Barbell comes down to counter that Firecracker, protected by that Ice Spirit. Evil Firecracker coming down that right-hand lane, and getting a shot on that Inferno Dragon. That evolved Firecracker does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So evil recruits coming down, gonna get caught by IK's defenses here, most likely. It's a pretty rough matchup for Kamikaze, I'd say. He can't really break through here. Inferno Tower plus Valkyrie and that log, that Firecracker, are giving him a lot of trouble. Though he might be able to break through here with that Inferno Tower, Inferno Dragon locking onto that Inferno Tower, taking it down quite a bit here, but nope, those goblins are going to come and do the cleanup job as well as distract that Inferno Dragon. So another push from Kamikaze trying to get damage here, but IK is just always able to respond, always able to defend, and continue chipping away at that right-hand tower. It's looking like this is going to be IK's game to win. That miner, that poison, keep ticking away at that right-hand tower, and it's looking like it's all well within control for IK. Let's see if Kamikaze can generate some last-minute excitement, or if this is going to be GG, well played. So Kamikaze, though, he hasn't broken through much. Oh well, that's the end of overtime. I thought it was the end of regulation for some reason. No, that's the end of overtime, and yeah, that's gonna be the game for IK here. Now, IK is obviously going to play the King of the Hill now. But let's see if he has his friends supporting him. Raf also qualified, as well as Jordy. I think that's actually a sweep um, by Geitjes, and that would be the first set is going to Geitjes. Revivify down one at the start of this match. So, yep, I think that's set one for Geitjes. There we go. So, set two, let me double check what set two is. Set two is a normal 3v3 test. So, set two, 3v3 test. It's a 3v3 test with no King of the Hill. That set goes by pretty quickly. So, we'll just wait on the lineup for that second set, and obviously that second set will be underway very soon. So how are we doing in the chat? How are we doing in the chat? Are we excited? Are we big fans of Revivify or big fans of Geitjes? How are we feeling? Nothing. We're feeling nothing. All right. All right. All right. So just waiting on set two to be underway. We'll give them a few moments. Hopefully, it won't take too long. And yeah, Geitjes strong set one. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a dominant performance by Geitjes. Um, completely taking down Revivify 3-0. No chance at all for Revivify to try and salvage it in the King of the Hill. So just like that, set one is over, and Geitjes is one step closer to winning the grand finals and being champion. Revivify one set further. So we'll see if Revivify is able to respond in the second set, or if they're just gonna get steamrolled. You know, that was pretty dominant by Geitjes. They didn't concede a single tower during that entire set, not a single crown. So obviously a very strong team, and very possible they'll be taking it home today. So let's not speak too soon though, as we still have another two sets that Geitjes needs to win to claim that championship title. So the normal 3v3 tests will be underway very soon. IK sending up his request. So now we have IK and Raf are coming back for the second set, as well as Outlast. I think Outlast is actually an addition. I don't think he played last time. So Outlast is now going to be in that spot for Geitjes. And from Revivify, we have Kamikaze once again, Lore, and Dr. Puerto Rico. So let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. All right, so IK versus Raf is live now. So let's Let's spectate. All right, no immediate play from either player. Sort of waiting to see what the other one does. And IK drops 10 elixir at the bridge on the right-hand side. And there will be no response from Raph. Is he throwing the game? Okay, so Raph threw the game. And that is a very interesting choice. I'm not sure what that was about. Um, what happened? Let's see here. So I request your wait. Free win for Kamikaze. Um, it's my mistake. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Perhaps that game won't stand. Free win for Kamikaze. Wrong. Oh, they accepted the wrong one. Um, Raph is in the same team as IK. Oh, okay. I see. All right. So because of that mistake, it looks like Kamikaze took a free win, but that's not quite the end of this. We still have two matches here that need to be played, and we'll see. We'll see how we do now. So we have. I don't know what it is from Raph. It looks like maybe Expo, and some sort of strange hog deck from Lore here. Knight coming down to answer that Royal Ghost. Firecracker is going to get some splash on that tower. And well played there by, oh boy. Mega Knight coming down that left-hand lane. Perhaps Lore got a little overzealous there because he pretty much tanked almost a full hog on that right-hand tower. Right-hand tower down to 1670. So Firecracker in that left-hand lane. Will there be a response from Lore? There will not be. I guess he figures he's not too worried about that left-hand tower. More worried about his right-hand tower, which is down quite a lot now. Tesla comes down to respond for this Ghost here. Ghost still gets a hit, even because of that earthquake there. Prince on that right-hand tower does get caught by those goblins. Not quite going to connect. And that Evo Knight coming down that left-hand lane. Such a pain to deal with. Has so much HP. And gets a lot of hits on that left-hand tower. And Lore looking in a very, very tough spot here. Ghost coming down that right-hand lane. Getting some hits on that right-hand tower. So, Lore is in a tough spot, but the match is far from over. If he manages to keep that right-hand tower alive, then maybe he has a shot, but he doesn't. I guess he figures, well, I'm going to take that left-hand tower right now anyways. So, now we're in the race for the 2 crowns, maybe 3 crowns. We'll see. Raph definitely could go for a 3 crown here, but opts to go for that, to play it safe and go for that left-hand tower instead. Prince to catch that Hog. Hog still gets some hits. Down to 12-16 is that left-hand tower for Lore. And Lore still on the back foot, though in terms of crowns, he's still very much in this. Let's see what adjustments Lore can make here to try and make this competition a little bit tighter, because as things stand, he is looking like this is his game to lose. And a connection from that hog is obviously very painful, but he does have that Mega Knight as well as that Prince on the counter push in that left-hand lane. A hog comes down in the right-hand lane, gonna get some good damage. Hog gets another hit down to 406 is that left-hand tower, and now Raf is probably stressing to see if he can cycle another Hog Rider or another Earthquake Log in time, because if he doesn't get this Hog hit, which he does, he was not going to win, right? But he did, and Raf takes the game. Now let's count up the scores. If Raf's teammate Outlast wins, this is the second set will also go to Geitjes, and Outlast does win, so this is set 2 for Geitjes. Set 2 is for Geitjes, and now Revivify is one game away, or I'm sorry, one set away from having this championship slip from them. And Geitjes putting on a very dominant performance here. Very impressive team, very strong, very solid team. And remember, these guys had Surgical Goblin in their squad. Looks like they might not even need him. Looking very convincing is Geitjes. Also winning by a fair margin last time, 3-1 against French SWAT. Let's see if Revivify can manage to come back here in this King of the Hill, and it's not a King of the Hill, sorry. It's a 1-versus-1 best of 5 with bans. Best of 5. Am I wrong about that? No, I'm not. Yeah, set 3. 1-versus-1. A best of 5 with bans. Let's see who Revivify's champion is, because whoever they choose to put in this position, it's up to him to save Revivify today. It's up to so I would really hate to be the guy who's going to play the set for Revivify, because the pressure is immense here. It's absolutely immense here, and it all rides on him. It all rides on him. Revivify's hopes. Let's see who their champion will be. So far, very dominant from Geitjes. They're just completely steamrolling their opponents here. And now it'll be up to one man to close it out. A 1-versus-1, best of 5 games, and they get to ban 1 card each. So let's see what ends up playing out here. I'd like to say that, this is a very intense grand finals, but the way I see it, there's only one team in the match today. Only one team showed up today, and it is not Revivify, unfortunately for them. So we'll just wait. We definitely understand that Revivify wants to prepare really well for this set. They want to bring out their best decks, their best man, and make a really smart ban here, because they need the win. They absolutely need the win. If they don't get it here, Geitjes just kind of just kind of gets his win. Kind of gets their win. So the man for Geitjes is Jordy, and he has chosen to ban Tornado. So there will be no Tornado. If someone plays Tornado, that's a free game win. No Tornado during this set. So iPhone is going to be the man for Revivify. He has decided to ban the Royal Recruits. So it all rides on iPhone. All of his team's hopes to be the champions of West Coast Clash, it all rides on him. So iPhone in a very pressured situation here. And let's see how he handles the pressure. Let's see how he handles the pressure and if he can uplift Revivify. So this could very well be the last set of the competition. If Geitjes manages to close here, that means that it's all done. So we'll definitely it'll definitely be an interesting one. A very intense set to watch. It may or may not be the final one. So Jordy puts up his request here, waiting for iPhone. iPhone probably wiping the sweat from his brow, wiping the sweat from his mustache, wiping the sweat from his hands, and preparing himself for one of the most important sets he's ever played. And well, if iPhone doesn't show up, then it all rides on Kamikaze. So if iPhone doesn't accept, then Kamikaze will come in. Though I think, yeah, I was gonna say I think iPhone probably is here. So here we go. iPhone facing off against Jordy. Hog Rider comes down that left-hand lane, log to that tower, but doesn't hit that Hog Rider. And that Hog Rider gets a few hits on that left-hand tower. iPhone starting this set not in the way that he would have wanted. Firecracker coming down to take care of this Phoenix. Takes care of it nicely. Ghost comes down. Is probably going to get rid of that Firecracker, but going to get met by that Dark Prince. And a Mother Witch from iPhone here. I think this might be a Royal Giant deck from iPhone. And obviously some sort of a Hog Rider deck here from Jordy. I'm not sure what deck this is with a Dark Prince. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Fisherman comes down, is going to pull that Hog to the center, though he took a lot of damage in that left-hand tower. So let's see if iPhone manages to get some good pushes going here and manages to break through Jordy's defenses. So Dark Prince to get rid of that Ghost, as well as Skeletons. Earthquake plus Log is going to take care of that Mother Witch once more. Phoenix to counter this Dark Prince. Fisherman once more. Probably going to get hit with a Hog here because he Fisherman, right? I would imagine, unless it's not in rotation. Looks like it wasn't in rotation for Jordy here. Fisherman going to get a slap. Does not. Gets caught by that Dark Prince. So big push incoming from Jordy here. Hog Rider plus Dark Prince getting a good amount of damage on that left-hand lane. And iPhone looking worse and worse by the minute here. Finally, that Royal Giant comes down. But not before he lost his left-hand tower. Pretty much lost his left-hand tower. Dark Prince coming down to meet this push coming in the right-hand lane from iPhone. Phoenix, oh, he lightnings early here. And that Inferno Tower is probably going to ruin Ifon's hopes of taking this first game. Though Evo Roll Giant comes down. Maybe I spoke too soon. Going to get some shots on that Inferno Tower, but not going to quite be enough. That Firecracker plus the Dark Prince defending that. Earthquake takes that left-hand tower. And Ifon needs to win. Needs to win 3 more games to try and revivify his team here. So, um, Ifon in a tough spot here, a very very tough spot here. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Very very rough position. Ifon throwing up that request quickly, ready to go. Kind of got caught on the back foot here in this first game, and that's just not the start to the set that he wanted. If he loses twice more here, Geitjes is champion of West Coast. So now we have Ifon down at the bottom and Jordy up at the top. So looks like some sort of cycle deck from Jordy. A very, very fast cycle deck. He has Fire Spirit, Skeletons, and Electro Spirit. So all 1 elixir cards. He has Firecracker, as well as Wall Breakers. So obviously, Jordy is kind of having a little bit of fun here. Obviously, this isn't a super like serious deck. I highly doubt it is. Is this meta? Like, I don't know. I'm actually not sure if this is meta or not. But it doesn't look like a very grand finals deck to me. But who knows? Maybe he knows his opponent's deck pool well, and he knows that this is gonna go well for him. Gonna counter this guy's deck pool well. And so far, he's actually winning. Goblins come down to meet this barrel. Not the optimal response. Firecracker comes down and is chipping away at that tower. And Ifon just losing and losing and losing here. Losing the entire time that last match. Losing now. You gotta wonder what's going through his head now. You know, he's probably stressed out. He's probably thinking, you know, how close they were to being champions, and how far they are now. You know, because every connection from those goblins on that right hand tower, every bit of damage is just putting him further and further away from that championship, because this could very well be the final set of the tournament. Goblins are going to connect on that right hand side. Firecracker as well. Man, Ifon here just not having a good day, not having a good set, and Revivify is still getting steamrolled by Geitjes. Completely and utterly steamrolled. Another balloon push incoming from Ifon. Probably going to get met with an Inferno Tower, and not going to be able to achieve much of anything, huh? It's looking harder and harder by the minute for Ifon here. That bomb not getting on towers, so no damage from the death bomb either. And Jordy keeps chipping and chipping away at that right hand tower, just completely and utterly dominating his opponent. What a tough situation to be in for Revivify. Not a good day for Revivify eSports. And if Ifon can come back after after this loss, then props to him, because I feel like more than just the math of it, right? Being down 2 sets already, and being down all this damage, being down a game, about to be down 2 games because he can't break through with his balloon pushes, about to be down 2 games, about to lose, you know, by 1 game. You gotta wonder how much the mental factor is playing into this, right? Like, beyond the math of it, beyond being down all these games, all these sets, like the mental factor, right? Of being in this position, it's got to be really stressful, and it's got to be really tough. You got to be a really tough competitor to keep your head level in this situation, and try to and turn this around. But it's not looking very possible with 10 seconds left, unless iPhone can make magic happen here. It's looking like he's 1 game away from losing this set, and Jordy probably feeling good. He's 1 game away from taking this championship home for Geitjes. One 1 game away from that championship. So, all right, we'll see what iPhone tries to pull on this final, potentially the final game of the tournament, if Jordy wins. And Jordy's got to be feeling good about himself, man. He's up 2 games. He can afford to lose 2 more. He only needs to win 1 game, and then his team is champion. He just needs to win 1 game. He has 2 games cushion. He's got to be in a good mental state, and iPhone has to be in a terrible mental state right now. He's got to be really stressed because he can't lose this game, because if he loses, it's all over. He knows he can't lose. The managers know he can't lose. This has to be tough for him. This has to be tough for him. So Jordy putting up that request, and game 3 is about to begin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, potentially the final game of this tournament. Miner from Jordy, Lava Hound from iPhone. iPhone probably very confident in his Lava Hound skills here. And it looks like, at first glance, at least, it looks like it was probably a good deck pick, right? Um, Jordy, if these are all the air counters that he has, he's going to have a hard time defending against this Lava Hound deck. So, though I imagine maybe there's potentially like an Inferno Tower in here from Jordy, something like that. But if he doesn't have any other great air counters, then iPhone has a very good matchup, and he made a very good deck selection here. So Bomber comes in. Bomber, very interesting choice by iPhone to include in here. Perhaps some sort of a cycle counter pick, right? Bats are going to come down and counter this balloon. The balloon gets no hits. And Jordy is actually winning. Jordy is actually winning, though I think in double elixir, um, a nice lava loon push with Lava Hound, Balloon, Skeleton Dragons is going to be pretty tough for Jordy to counter here if he doesn't have any other air counters. So Lava Hound coming in here, Miner on that right hand lane plus Goblins. Bomber comes down to counter those Goblins, and Jordy taking quite a bit of damage in this right hand lane. I'm sorry, iPhone taking quite a bit of damage. So will Balloon come in from iPhone here? Probably not. And those Skeleton Dragons just don't manage to catch those wall breakers. quite well enough. And that's a connection on that right hand side for Jordy. Jordy's got to be feeling so good because he's probably about to be champion right here. And I don't want to call it early, but I think, ladies and gentlemen, that Geitjes is the champion of the West Coast Clash League Season 2. Though, of course, it's not over yet. If iPhone manages to connect here with the balloon, um, he has possibilities to take this back, but Bomb Tower is going to pull that balloon away. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So congratulations to Geitjes. Geitjes, you are the champions of the West Coast Clash League. Alphon is having a very rough time, so bad that even his name gets pronounced wrong. Oh man, I thought it was an I, but it's an L. So yeah, close match. Not really. That was a steamroll. Congrats. Congrats. Champions of the West Coast Clash League. So with that, we have Geitjes as our grand champions of the West Coast Clash League. Let's update that scoreboard and congrats. Congrats to Geitjes. That was quite a dominant performance in that grand finals. And thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. That's going to do it for today. He really took the L in the end. Yeah, he did take the L, man. He took 3 L's back to back. He took 3 L's back to back. And yep, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Quite a steamroll from Geitjes there. And thank you all for tuning in. That's going to be it for today, and that's going to be it for West Coast Clash League Season 2. And thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys.